She threw wine in my face in front of everyone and told me to pay the bill or she'd walk. What she didn't know is that I already did, just not the way she expected. The glass hit like a final insult, cold, red, and deliberate, splashing across my face and down my shirt. The restaurant froze. Even the waiter stiffened. Her mother, still chewing, smirked like this was a scene she'd seen one too many times. "Pay the bill," Alina hissed, "or we're done." I wiped my face slowly with the corner of my napkin, looked at her, really looked, and then I smiled. Alina and I had been married for 3 years. She was dazzling, smart, magnetic, the kind of woman who could charm anyone in a room while making you feel like the dangerous one. I was a quiet software architect, the type who preferred silence to applause. She was the spark. I was the structure. Her mother hated me, called me boring, said I had the charisma of a locked filing cabinet. Maybe she was right, but cabinets hold secrets, and I was full of them. Things started unraveling slowly. Forced laughter at dinner. Vacations that felt more like duties. Bank charges I didn't recognize. She'd brush it off. Just a spa day, or some retail therapy. And I believed her, until I found the second phone. Tucked behind an old handbag in the closet. Unlocked. Arrogant. Inside were texts to someone named Jay. Photos, flight itineraries, plans. They weren't just having an affair. They were building a life. My money was funding her escape. "Keep him long enough to sell the condo," she'd written. "Just a few more months." It wasn't cheating. It was strategy. Cold, cruel, and calculated. So I stayed silent and started making my own moves. First, I locked our shared accounts. She blamed the bank. I played dumb. Then, I pulled the condo listing. It was legally mine anyway. Gifted before our marriage. She never even read the papers. I moved my savings into a private trust. Untouchable. And for everything I couldn't track, I hired someone who could. A private investigator. I collected screenshots, GPS logs, hotel receipts, everything. There was a prenup. She laughed when she signed it. Her mother insisted on it, for her own protection. The irony? It protected me. Then came the dinner, a high-end restaurant. Her mother's idea. "To celebrate," she said. When I asked what, Alina just smirked. She showed up in red, her war paint. Wine was ordered. Lobster, steak, like the price tags didn't exist. They talked over me like I was the table. Then the bill arrived. $970 plus tip. I set my fork down and looked at her. "I'm not paying." She blinked. Her mother chuckled. "Don't be ridiculous," she snapped. Alina leaned in close, her voice like venom. "Pay the bill, or this ends here." I waited. 1 beat. 2. Then came the splash of wine. Before I continue, if you think karma was overdue or you've ever trusted someone who played you for a fool, hit the like button and subscribe to Quick Stories Reddit. Real stories. Real revenge. No filters. Back to the story. I calmly stood, reached into my jacket, and placed a sealed envelope on the table. "What the hell is that?" Alina sneered. "Everything," I said. "Inside, a dossier. Photos of her and Jay. Chat logs. Bank statements. A divorce notice, already filled out. Her signature traced perfectly from previous documents. I knew every curve of her handwriting." She flipped through it. Her hands started to shake. "What is this?" "This," I said, "is me paying the bill." The restaurant manager approached. He'd seen the wine, heard the tone. I handed him my card. "Split the check 3 ways," I told him. "She can cover her share. Ask her about the offshore account in Beas." Her mother's face froze. "You didn't know?" I said. "She opened it in your name. Identity fraud's a serious thing." Alina stuttered. "You can't prove that." "I don't have to. I just have to report it. The investigators will separate you both for questioning." And I walked out. She called me, dozens of times. I never answered. Her mother tried to threaten me with legal action. until my attorney sent over a matching folder. Turns out she didn't want her own tax mess showing up in court. The condo sold quietly. Everything stayed in my name. Our accounts were frozen and investigated. As for Jay, he was married too. His wife was very interested in the dossier I sent her anonymously. Alina lost everything: money, status, her precious reputation. And me? All I lost was an illusion. They say revenge is best served cold. But sometimes, the most powerful revenge is quiet. No screaming, no chaos. Just truth, timing, and walking away with your peace. Because revenge isn't noise. It's art. And mine left no fingerprints.